Hi everyone, this is Mr. Trio, and today we will be making medieval helmets.
All right, so today we're going to be working on in class a project where we will be making our own knight's helmet. And for today's project, I was inspired by this particular style, which was popular during the medieval period, specifically during the time of the Crusades. Now, what I've done for this particular project is divided into 4 different sections, and I'll be coming around the class and helping people along the way. The first step is measurements. This isn't a suit that you get from a tailor shop, so it's not that important that it is specific down to the last centimeter, but there are a few important measurements that we need to make. The second is a top piece, which we will be using a pie tin as a model to measure the top of the knight's helmet. We're going to have a base, which is made from a flat piece of paper. And then finally, we have to create the eye viewer section. The first measurement that you need to make is from your shoulder to the top of your head. You don't want the helmet to be directly on top of your head, so give it a little extra space. The helmet should fit nicely and not be too tight. The second measurement is approximately where your shoulders are to your sight line. This is done so you can cut the areas out so the holes are where your eyes are located. The top piece will be made from matching a pattern on a pie tin, and we'll be doing this in class. One of the things that I want you to notice, however, is that you need to cut 2 circles. One, which is where the pie tin is, but one slightly larger in order for it to fit better. So what I'm doing here is I'm measuring the outside of the pie tin, and then that way I know exactly how long the base needs to be in order for it to fit better. I used the pie tin to draw a circle in order to be the base, and then with my scissors I cut the circle out. However, I make it slightly larger, so when I'm finished I can then cut into the circle and provide a little space for it to bend. This will help make the top of the piece fit into the top of the hat better. The base is a flat piece of paper. It should be approximately 86 centimeters long, and it should be as tall as your shoulders to the top of your head. There's a little section on one side that you can use to fold onto the other in order to secure the base so it doesn't slip away. Finally, your eye viewer should be cut before you roll it or before it's on your head, and the sight line should be approximately that measurement that you take from your shoulder to where your eyes are located. Remember, it's always easier to make the hole a little larger opposed to, if you make it too large, to make it smaller. So at this point, I have my base all finished, and I put down a layer of glue on one side. Remember that extra inch that I provided. So now I can fold the base onto itself. I use a little bit of paper clips as well to hold it in place, but this will do a nice job to hold it in position, and it dries fairly quickly. One of the things that I wanted to do is take the style and put a lot of additional touches on it, so you could decorate it in any way that you want. I've got this tape, which I thought would create a nice outline for the outside of the helmet, specifically where the eyepieces are. I used the tape in order to create the shape, and then I used my scissors to cut out the additional pieces. I also bought an eyelet maker, which allows it to have more of an industrial look. So it has looks like it was actually constructed with metal pieces. The little touches that you add to it really make the piece stand out more than if it were just left plain. So those are the steps in making our medieval helmet. This has been a 3 Socks production.
Oh my gosh.